I'm Jackson Reddick.
And I'm Elaine Lee.
Today we decided to provide a virtual tour for you. We're going to start with one of the most important buildings for freshmen, the Freshman Academy. This is the freshman lot we're looking at, as well as the freshman building. Let's head there now. Hey guys, we're here at the Freshman Academy, so let's take a look inside. The Freshman Academy is where most of your classes will be located as a freshman, as well as where you'll be receiving your schedule on the first day of school. First, let's familiarize ourselves with room numbers. In White Station, room numbers are based off of the building that they're in and the floor number. So before each room number, there will be a letter followed by 3 numbers. So F121 would be in the freshman building and on the first floor. F, M, and E are used to signify the Freshman Academy, main building, and East Annex. The first floor is associated with the 1. Now, let's look at some accessibility for people with disabilities. As you can see, there's an elevator here, and they're also located in many other places throughout the school. There are also ramps and stair lifts that we'll be looking at later. Now let's look upstairs. The second floor is virtually identical to the first floor, so you shouldn't have any problems getting around.
From the freshman building, you can easily access the ROTC building, the band room, as well as the cafeteria. If you look over there, the building that says AJROTC on it is, of course, the ROTC building. If you want to go to the band room, the entrance is right over here. The band room is also for orchestra students, so if you're in band or orchestra, please take note of this. Now let's head to the cafeteria. As you can see, we are here now at one entrance to the cafeteria. This entrance is the closest one to the freshman building, which is right over there. Let's head inside now. Of course, the cafeteria is where you will be eating lunch and breakfast, which are free for all students, but you can also come here before school starts in order to escape rain or cold weather. Now, over here is where our lunch lines are. This first line over here is where breakfast is usually sold. Along this wall, there are 4 other lunch lines, and during lunch, all of them will be open. Let's head to another entrance for the band room now. As you can see, this door leads to the band room. Now, if I take you through these doors, you will see that there is an outdoor cafeteria where students can eat if the weather is nice. Over there, of course, is the ROTC building again, and over here is the East Gym. Let's head back to the cafeteria now. We're now back in the cafeteria, and let me show you one path to the auditorium. If you go through this hall, you will see that there are 2 entrances to the auditorium. One right here, and another one down here. And if you look over here, there is another doorway. This doorway actually leads to the main building. Take note of these entrances because there are a lot of them. If you follow down this path and go through those doors right there, you will enter the main building from the cafeteria. But before we explore the main building, let's look at the East Annex.
Now, exiting the cafeteria, this will take us to the first floor of the East Annex. Down these stairs is a wheelchair lift that enables disabled and handicapped students to access the building. The first floor of the East Annex contains most foreign language classes, and considering that all White Station students have to take at least 2 years of foreign language, you'll spend some time here. Down this hallway to the left is the exit of the East Annex that leads to the main building. And if you'll follow me, up these stairs is the exit of the East Annex that connects to the main building and the courtyard. The main building through here and the courtyard to my left. As you can see, we're in the stairwell of the East Annex. We are going up to the second floor of 3 levels of the East Annex. This hallway serves as a connection between the Breezeway, which then in turn connects to the main building. At the end of the hallway is an elevator that connects all 3 levels. On my left here is the connection to the Breezeway, which connects to the main building through these doors. as you can see, main building at the end of the breezeway.
Okay, so once you exit the first floor of the East Annex, you'll find the courtyard over here. And it also serves as an outdoor classroom. And now we're going to walk to the first floor of the main building. So this is the first floor of the main building. We'll get to the classrooms in a second. Up these stairs is the second floor of the main building. We can't really access it right now, but the second floor of the main building holds all of your upper level math classes and art classes. Alrighty, so this is officially the first floor of the main building. Down here, it's going to be most of your upper level science classes. And now let's walk to the main office. So this is the main office. If you're ever late or you just want to be checked out, this is where you have to go. And now let's go to the library. So the library is a really good resource for students. Students can check out books, use the computers, and it is the only place, besides from the cafeteria, that is open before school starts. So in the hallway behind me, that's where most of your elective classes are going to be. And if you walk with me, I'll show you the stairs to the basement. Alrighty, so down these stairs is the basement, and that's where your classes like world history and choir are going to be held.
We have one more place to show you, and that is the senior gym. Follow me down this hallway. If you go down this hall, there are some classes like our senior government classes, and at the very end, you'll find classes like personal finance. But at the very end is where the senior gym is. We've now come to the end of the hallway, which is where the entrance to the senior gym is. But first, when I go through these doors, I'll find myself in the senior gym lobby. To go to the gym itself, I will go through these doors over here. We're now in the senior gym. It's one of the biggest gymnasiums in all of Memphis. This is where different activities like pep rallies will be held, as well as where certain sports practice. If you're a freshman, you will find yourself here every day for Lifetime Wellness, which is a class that all freshmen have to take. As you can see, it's quite a magnificent building.
As one of the largest public schools in Memphis, this can be confusing to get around. So don't hesitate to ask teachers or even an e-board member where to go or for tips and tricks. We hope you enjoyed the tour and hope to see you soon.